educators. This is a short walkthrough of the educator dashboard of Social Media TestDrive. This is the page you will see when you log in as an instructor. You can see 12 different modules here, but each of the learner will only be randomly assigned 4 of the modules to be completed. To access the educator dashboard and monitor the learner's progress, you can click the drop-down menu here. You will see View Dashboard. Please click this and you will be directed to the dashboard page. On the left, you will see 4 tabs on the menu. We will walk through them one by one. First, let's look at the Class Management tab. This is the page where you can set up your class and learner accounts. But for this study, our team will set up the account for you and all the learners that you will be working with. Next, let's go to the Class Overview tab. Here you can view the learner's progress in a specific class. While you're on this page, you can use the drop-down menu to choose the class that you're interested in, and then click this button to view the data. First, you will see the student activity figure. This figure tells you for each module how many learners have completed that module and how many of them have started this module but not completed yet. For example, in this module, Ads on Social Media, when you hover over the bars, you can see 5 students have completed this module, which is shown in the pink bar, and 1 student has started this module but not yet completed, which is shown in the blue bar. Scrolling down, you will see the time spent figure, which shows that for learners in this class, how much time they spend on average on each module. For example, when you hover over the bar on the module Ads on Social Media, you can see that on average, learners spend 14 minutes on this module. And scrolling down to the leader chart, you will see a table ranking the top 5 learners in this class who have completed the most modules. Here you can see the username for these top 5 learners, how many modules they have completed, average time spent per module, how many modules they have started but not completed yet, and when is the last time they accessed this platform. So this is all the information displayed on the class overview. Let's come back to the left side menu and navigate to the Module Overview tab. Unlike the class overview, where you will see learners' progress across different modules, this Module Overview tab will zoom in on one specific module to show the learner's progress on this module. First, let's choose the class, and then choose the specific module you're interested in. Here I will choose the module The Ups and Downs of Social Media as an example. Then click the button Show Overview. All the learner data within this module will populate this page. Let's look at them section by section. First, let's look at the Student Progress section. This donut chart gives you an overview of the completion status of this module. You can see that 2 students have completed this module, 0 students have started but not completed yet, and 2 students have not started this module at all. And if you want to get more detailed information, please click this button. A table will pop up that tells you who have completed and have not completed this module. Scrolling down to time spent, there are 2 figures here. On the left, this figure tells you the distribution of time spent on this module. When you hover over the bars, you can see that one learner spent 10 to 20 minutes on this module, and the other learner spent 20 to 30 minutes on this module. The figure on the right gives you more detailed time spent data by zooming in on each different sections of this specific module. So if you're familiar with Social Media TestDrive, you will know that there are 4 different sections in each module. They are Learn, Practice, Explore, and Reflect. This figure tells you how much time learners spent on each section of this module. Again, if you want to get more information on who spent how much time on this module, you can click this button to download a spreadsheet which contains the data for each learner. Scrolling down to Student Activities, you will see what learners did in the last two sections of the module, Exploring the Timeline and the Reflection. Let's take a look at Exploring the Timeline first. This is a section where learners are expected to apply the key concepts they have learned in this module to solve problems on a simulated social media timeline. There are no guidance given. Learners can freely explore the timeline and interact with any posts they want. So here are 3 targeted posts we expect the learners to interact with because they are relevant to the topic of this module. However, learners may not correctly identify these 3 posts and react to them the way we expect them to. Instead, they may interact with other posts on the timeline that are not relevant to the key concepts of this module. Here is where you can see the top 3 posts that received the most attention from the learners, and they don't align with the targeted posts we expect the learners to interact with. For example, this particular post received 1 like and 1 reply. These actions may come from one learner or multiple learners. But anyway, this post received more attention than the 3 targeted posts that we want the learners to interact with, in order for them to demonstrate the knowledge and skill that this module is trying to teach. And finally, scrolling down to the reflection, you can see how many learners have answered each open-ended question. And if you want a document that aggregates all learners' responses, you can download it by clicking this button. Next, let's go to the final tab, Student Report. Here you are able to dive in the activity data of each individual learner. First, you will have to select the class and then select the learner's name, and then click this button. Here you can see these 4 modules were assigned to this particular learner named Helpful Zoo. Scrolling down, you will see this table with 12 modules, but you will only see data on 4 modules since the learner only had access to 4 modules. And in this table, you can view the time spent to complete each module, the last time they accessed the module, and what actions they perform on exploring the timeline. So this concludes our tour of the Educator Dashboard. If you still have questions or encounter any technical glitches, please click here to contact us by sending us an email. Thank you and have fun exploring the dashboard.